All right, little holiday edition of the live broadcast coming to you from a coffee shop, if you can't tell, and a couple of things that I'm working on. So today is sorry, I'm a little distracted trying to pull up my list of things that I'm working on. So the big stuff that I'm working on right now is just getting through a funnel, a couple of pushes on some calls that I'm doing today. So just had a book launch call, settling in on the title and starting to work on the table of contents. So really, really excited for that project to get up and running. I think it's going to be really big for myself and for me and the company next year. So most of the writing is going to happen in the first half of 2016, doing about a chapter a week on a rough draft form. So anywhere from 10 to 12 chapters brings you out to the end of March. Then there's all the revising and editing and copy editing and all that stuff, so that I'm targeting that the book would actually publish somewhere around end of summer or early fall, depending on how aggressive we can get with the writing and the editing. So doing a lot of the groundwork now and working out what the content's going to be so that the writing can just focus on the content. So I just got off a call doing that and feeling really good about the progress of that. I'm happy with this investment and the time that I'm making in this project. So that's really good. Other stuff that I'm working on, I've got a strategy call with a client, which is a continuation of a call I had on Monday. Was really positive. Always good when the client ends the call telling me that they got a ton of value out of the time that they spent with me and that they want to talk some more. And so we've got a couple of things that we're going to go through, really helping him set up the year for his sales team into 2016. So tackling some really, really tough issues with his team in terms of things like pricing and pipeline and prospecting and performance, all the stuff that's really hard to do when you're ramping up a sales organization for a new product or new service. So anyway, so that's just a little bit of an insight as to how those calls go. And for me, I think like today personally, I got some really good sleep. Didn't get to sleep till pretty late last night, and because of travel, slept in, and still kind of smiling about some travel karma that came yesterday. So I booked a flight for 1:30 in the afternoon. That's what time the flight was booked, and I am sure of it. I've checked my email. That's the confirmation I got from the airline. We showed up to the airport at 11:30, so a good 2-hour lead time. And I checked in online while we were on the shuttle from the parking lot to the terminal, and then immediately got a text message from the airline that said, "Your flight has been delayed, now taking off at 12:30. So it's 11:30. I thought my flight was at 1:30, and I got a text telling me that my flight was supposed to be at 10:30 in the morning and was delayed until 12:30, which is just totally puzzling somehow. And I've checked all of my emails. I've checked all of my reservations. And I'm absolutely sure that I booked a 1:30 flight. Somehow, my family and I were booked on the 10:30 though, which ended up being delayed anyway. So we otherwise would have missed the 10:30 flight had it not been delayed. So that all worked out really well for us. And the flight ended up not even taking off until about 2:30. But I'm still kind of puzzled as to how I could book a 1:30 flight. Then somehow the airline had me on a 10:30 flight. And then, like magically, the flight was delayed so that it didn't take off till 2:30 anyway. So that just doesn't happen. So that was really lucky, and I'm really grateful for that. Otherwise, we would have been struggling to find a seat to get to where we were supposed to go, and or we would just have gone home and just done Christmas with ourselves instead of with our family. So anyway, just really, really kind of a strange thing. I still haven't figured out exactly what happened with the booking and why we were on at 10:30 when I booked at 1:30, but whatever. And that's about it. So that's the stuff I'm working on today. I've got a big list of things that I'm hoping to do today, and it just won't get done. And so at some point this afternoon, I'm just going to have to shut it down. I do have a sales acceleration call with my clients at 4:00 Pacific. And I really, really, really want to take the day off tomorrow, and of course Christmas, and then the weekend. So I'm going to push as hard as I can. That's reasonable. Get done when I can get done, and then just wait until next week or the first of next year. So I've been I got a couple of really good days actually this week. Monday was a huge day, as I mentioned in my live stream there. followed up with a couple of introductions that were made through a friend of mine to some tech investors and some entrepreneurs and some CEOs that could be good partners or even good clients. And so, like, if I'm looking at my schedule for, and this is something that I really want to share, is that you can use this week and have really learned to use these weeks leading up to Christmas and into the new year as leverage to really book out the first week or two in my calendar. So if I look at my calendar, which I'm doing right now, I've got like 4 or 5 meetings already set for that first week of January that starts on the 4th. And I'm really happy about that because that gives me something specific to start with. I've got several potential clients that could be starting the startup selling program that first week. I've got several new customer conversations that are scheduled for that week. And I'm starting my new content schedule, which I've been priming myself and practicing over the last couple of weeks to do more core posts, do more videos, do live streams like this. This is all just practice for the next one. And talking to marketing coordinators, marketing managers, people that I'm looking to hire to bring on to the team so that as we start implementing the new marketing plan for 2016, starting on Monday, that I've got all of the systems in place to actually capitalize on that. So I'm feeling really happy about where things are. I always feel like they could be better. The progress that I've made in the last couple of weeks has been huge. And I really feel like we've got really good momentum going into next year. So that's exciting. So that's about it. Live stream from the coffee shop, live stream number 5. I think this will be my last one. I won't do one tomorrow or of course on Christmas or over the weekend, and probably pick up on Monday again. And that's about it. So as always, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. And if you haven't made it this far, maybe next time. All right, that's it. Signing off my live stream. See ya.